Okay, this is a continuation of what we did, compound angle and half double angle formula and half angle formulas. So today I want to prove factorization formula. So let's check what is that. I have not written down yet, but I'm going to use this, play around with this, what is going on. Let me call this as, let's say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I want to add 3 and 4 and see what do I get. So adding 3 plus 4, so that means this sine A minus B is sine A cosine B minus cosine A sine B. So I'm going to write this equals, okay, so it is sine A. I'm going to add sine A minus B at this one, 3 and 4. That means sine of A minus B, and then I'm adding to sine of A plus B. Okay, so let's expand sine A minus B. So sine A minus B is, this is sine of A cosine of B minus cosine of A. And so I copy paste exactly the same thing. This is copied and pasted there. And there is plus sign. So this one, sine A plus B. So what I wanted to do is let's write this first. So this one I'll take it as plus 3, and this is minus. So if this is plus, this is plus. So I'm using 4 plus 3. So let's start with the 4 plus 3. What do we get? So I'm adding 4 sine A plus B, and I want to add a left, or you just want to start with sine A plus B and sine A minus B, and apply compound identities. So I copy paste. This is right here. This part is the same thing here. So this is replaced, and then the second one, the sine A minus B is, so this sine A minus B is sine A cosine B minus cosine of A and sine B. Okay, and then you see the ones that are very similar with opposite sign is this one, cosine A sine B, cosine A sine B. Those crosses out, and these two things, they look alike. This look alike, so that is the same thing. Sine A cosine B repeated, so you can write 2 sine of A cosine of B. So what you will learn is, if you take the sine of A plus B and A minus B, you get 2 sine A cosine B. So we kind of write a formula here, and I'm going to write it right here. That what you will learn is, if you have 2 sine A and cosine of B, this is same as sine of A plus B plus sine of A minus B. So that's what we learned there. But what if we had to, instead of plus 3, if I had to start with minus, so this would be minus sign, this would be minus sign, this will be plus. Okay, so that will be plus. Did I make some mistake here? This was plus. Okay, because it was plus, that was okay. But then you need to be very careful. There's one step which I missed. The sine A minus B is minus, and this would be minus, but then I directly wrote minus minus plus. So using the, I skipped one step. So let's really write that step. Okay, so first of all, let's write what is sine A plus B, sine of A. So sine A cosine B plus cosine A and sine B. Then minus, this is, there's a minus, I have to write inside here. So sine A minus B is sine A cosine B minus cosine A and sine B. Is that okay? And then use the distributive property. So this will be sine of A cosine of B. So this will change to, and then you see that the sine A cosine B is the same thing. and this one is the same. So you get twice cosine of A and sine B. So that means this is, if there is a product of trigonometric ratio cosine A sine B, we can write it as a sum of ratios. That means, what did we learn here? If it is cosine A and sine of B, there is a product. Look at this product. So defactorization basically means you change from product to sum. So this becomes equal sine of A plus B minus sine of A. Okay? So that takes care of another formula. Next, what we will do is, I'm going to use the 1 and 2 now. So using 1 and 2, let's see cosine 2 plus 1. Let me do, if I do 2 plus 1. Now what is 2? 2 is cosine A plus B, cosine of A plus B, and then plus 1 is cosine A minus B. And we'll copy paste exactly what is cosine A plus B is this whole thing. So this is cosine of A, and then sine of A. And then the second one is you copy from this one. So it is cosine of A, cosine of B, plus sine of A. Now here you don't have to worry about the parenthesis, there's plus already there. So what crosses out? You can see this one and this crosses out. And these two are the same, so twice. So get 2 cosine of A, cosine of B. Okay? So that means if you have a product of cosine and cosine, you can go back and write this. So that's the third formula. So this is 1, 2, and this is this one. If you have both cosine, product of cosine, then you can write. So it is cosine of A plus B, and then plus cosine of, and the last one. If I have to subtract 2 minus 1, okay, so 2 is again cosine A plus B, so cosine of, so cosine of A plus B is, let's you directly write this part, which is cosine of A, cosine of B, minus sine of A, sine of B. Now here you need to be very careful, this is minus sign. And then this will be cosine of A, cosine of B, minus change to plus. Okay, then open the parenthesis, so this will get away with the parenthesis. This stays the same. This will be minus cosine A, cosine B, and this will be again minus. So what you see is, this thing is the same, but this one you have, they look alike, but they are both with the minus. So if they are both minus, so we can write it as minus 2 sine of A and sine of B. So what we will learn here is, because there's a minus sign, and all these formulas they have plus 2. See, plus 2, plus 2. So you need to want to make this as plus 2, so you can write this again. We started with cosine of A plus B minus cosine of A minus B, which is right here. And now what I'm going to do, I don't want this minus, so I'm going to divide this minus 1 on both sides. So this will be minus, and this minus will become positive, so you swap it because of the minus sign. So it's like, if you have 3 minus 5, and if I divide like this, same as writing 5 minus 3. The same thing here. So this will be negative, negative, positive. So the answer is 2 sine of A, sine of B is cosine A minus B, because this is the one which becomes positive because of this minus. When you're dividing by minus 1, this change, is positive. So this is cosine A minus B first, and then cosine of A plus B. So that's the only change here. So this is, if it is 2 cosine, so if this is sine of A, if you have a product of sine, then you write cosine minus cosine, but this is the change. So because in all these cases it is plus plus plus, this is the only way it is minus, and if this is minus minus minus, this is plus, the rest is the same. Done. So this is these are called defactorization formulas or identities, where there's easy way to remember is, as you can see, 2sc is equal to s plus n, or 2cs equals to s minus s, 2cc you can write c plus c, and 2cc is equal to c minus. You can remember this way also. Okay. The application of this we will see in the classroom, or I'll make separate problem solving videos. But the goal is where the heck this came from. From the formulas from product of ratios to sum. And the next formula we have is called factorization, where you go backward. So we are going to see more formulas on factorization as how do you get the other way around from this side to this side. So this is factorization, the product. Product is plus and minus on the right. If it is, on the left you have a multiplication of ratio, on the right you have the sum of the ratio, either plus, add or subtract. Hope that helps. Yes, my goal here is always why. So all these videos, most of the videos that I make is just to know how did you get the formulas from. Thanks for watching, and I hope you start liking, especially I think Nathalie, I think you like, right? Nathalie, Bianca, Valerie, you guys like this. Of course, you go too. Make sure work hard. Thank you.